Introduction. Thomas Piketty's Capital in the 21st Century is a groundbreaking exploration of wealth inequality and its historical evolution. Published in 2013, the book combines economic history, data analysis, and theoretical insights to address pressing questions about inequality, capitalism, and societal development. Piketty argues that modern economic systems, when left unchecked, naturally generate inequality, and that public policies must play a critical role in mitigating this trend. Historical context and data analysis. Piketty begins by reviewing economic data from the 18th century to the present, focusing on wealth and income distribution. He emphasizes the importance of long-term historical data to understand inequality trends, drawing extensively on tax records, national accounts, and surveys. Key findings include 1. The return of inequality. The significant reduction in inequality in the mid-20th century was an exception rather than a rule. The economic shocks of the World Wars and the Great Depression temporarily redistributed wealth. However, by the late 20th century, inequality began to rise again, particularly in Western countries. 2. The OR greater than G formula, or Piketty introduces a central formula, R greater than G, where R is the rate of return on capital and is the rate of economic growth. When CR and G exceeds G, wealth concentrates, leading to greater inequality. This dynamic has been a defining feature of capitalism, especially in low-growth societies. 3. Historical trends in capital accumulation. Over time, capital ownership has become more concentrated, and inherited wealth has played an increasingly significant role. Inheritance systems and family wealth perpetuate inequality across generations, undermining meritocratic ideals. The dynamics of wealth and income inequality. Piketty distinguishes between wealth inequality and income inequality, explaining how they interact. Key points include 1. Wealth inequality. Wealth tends to accumulate in fewer hands due to compounding returns. Piketty illustrates this trend with the rise of billionaire fortunes and the resurgence of patrimonial capitalism. 2. Income inequality. The gap between top earners and the rest of society has widened significantly, particularly in the United States. Executive compensation and the growth of the financial sector have exacerbated disparities. 3. Global trends. Inequality is not uniform across countries. While the United States exhibits extreme income inequality, European nations tend to have lower disparities due to stronger social policies. Emerging economies like China and India face rising inequality as they develop. The role of policy and institutions. Piketty argues that public policy is crucial in shaping inequality. He identifies historical examples of successful redistribution, including 1. Progressive taxation. Progressive income taxes and estate taxes played a significant role in reducing inequality in the 20th century. Piketty advocates for a global wealth tax to counteract capital concentration. 2. Social spending. Investments in education, healthcare, and social safety nets have proven effective in promoting equality and economic mobility. 3. Regulation of capital. Policies that curb excessive financial speculation and monopolistic practices are essential for maintaining economic balance. The political economy of inequality. Piketty emphasizes that economic inequality is closely tied to political power. Concentrated wealth often translates into political influence, enabling the wealthy to shape policies in their favor. This dynamic creates a feedback loop, reinforcing inequality. He warns against the risks of plutocracy, where democracy is undermined by the disproportionate influence of elites. To address this, Piketty calls for greater transparency in political financing and more inclusive decision-making processes. Challenges and critiques. Piketty acknowledges potential challenges to his proposals, including 1. Implementation of a global wealth tax. Coordinating such a tax across nations would be politically and logistically complex. 2. Economic growth and innovation. Critics argue that high taxes on wealth and income could stifle innovation and investment. Piketty counters that moderate taxation historically coincided with periods of robust growth. Third, data limitations. While Piketty's use of historical data is pioneering, some critics point out gaps and biases in the available records. Conclusion: Capital in the 21st Century is a call to action for addressing economic inequality. Piketty challenges the notion that capitalism naturally leads to fairness or meritocracy, emphasizing the role of policy in creating more equitable societies. By advocating for transparency, progressive taxation, and global cooperation, Piketty envisions a path towards sustainable economic systems that prioritize shared prosperity. The book has sparked widespread debate, influencing policymakers, academics, and public discourse. Its detailed analysis and bold proposals make it a cornerstone for understanding inequality in the 21st century. Thanks for joining me today. If you found this summary helpful and want to dive deeper into more transformative books, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Join our community of lifelong learners and stay updated on our latest book summaries and insights. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments below. What principle from this book resonated with you the most? I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, keep reading and keep growing.